Hello and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubrali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada. Ontario Hospital warns much longer than expected emergency department wait times. Ontario municipal candidate nominations to close Friday afternoon. Canada's interim import ban on handguns takes effect today. Michelle Ombudsman nominated to Supreme Court of Canada, making her first Indigenous justice. Man dead, woman injured in targeted shooting in Oakville, police. Milton man charged in fatal Mississauga collision last month. Those were the headlines, and let's jump right into the details. An Ontario hospital is warning patients to anticipate much longer than expected wait times due to rapidly changing demands in their emergency department. Due to rapidly changing demands in our emergency departments at Markham Stouffville Hospital and Uxbridge Hospital, individuals seeking care may experience much longer than expected wait times, Markham Stouffville Hospital said in a statement released Thursday night. While the hospital is still encouraging people who need serious medical attention to visit their nearest emergency department, they are asking individuals with conditions not considered an emergency to seek alternative options. Ontario Health data shows on average, patients admitted to Markham Stouffville Hospital spent almost 14 hours in the emergency department, with only a third admitted within the province's target time of 8 hours. Ontario Health Minister Sylvia Jones said that almost 90% of individuals who walk into an emergency department have their condition dealt with within 8 hours, which she described as an acceptable amount of time in an interview on CP24 on August the 2nd. As of Friday morning, Markham Stouffville Hospital's emergency wait time after triage indicated that a patient is expected to wait an hour and a half to see a doctor or nurse practitioner. At that time, 18 patients were waiting in their emergency department, 56 had been triaged, and 38 are being treated. Today is the last day nominations can be submitted in Ontario for candidates hoping to run in this fall's municipal elections. The hard deadline is 2 p.m. Nominations for school board trustee candidates have the same cut-off date and time. Candidates who are running for positions without any opponents will be acclaimed or elected by default at 4 p.m. on Monday. In 2018, the number of acclaimed candidates who faced no competition grew to 1 in 20 compared with 1 in 3 during the previous municipal campaign in 2014. Voters across Ontario are set to cast ballots in municipal council and school board elections on October 24th. As of today, individuals and businesses are no longer able to import restricted handguns into Canada with limited exceptions. The move announced earlier this month is aimed at expediting a key pillar at the federal effort to cap the number of handguns in the country. In May, the Liberal government announced a plan to implement a freeze on importing, buying, selling, or otherwise transferring handguns to help quell firearm-related violence. Last spring, to ensure the national freeze on handguns could be implemented swiftly, Public Safety Minister Marco Mendicino tabled regulatory amendments in both the House of Commons and the Senate. However, the regulations are not expected to come into force until this fall, and the accompanying legislative measures have yet to be approved by the Parliament. The government says freezing the number of handguns in Canada will make people safer, noting they were the most serious weapon present in most firearm-related violent crimes between 2009 and 2020. The Liberals also stressed the importance of investing in prevention programs to tackle the root causes of gun crime and stop it before it starts.
Territories put restrictions on handguns within their jurisdictions. However, in our discussions with law enforcement, advocates, and experts, it became apparent that we needed a different solution. So we decided to take a new route, something that would tackle this issue at a national level. And so today, we're moving forward. We're introducing legislation to implement a national freeze on handgun ownership. What this means is that it will no longer be possible to buy, sell, transfer, or import handguns anywhere in Canada. In other words,
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau appointed Ontario Judge Michelle Ombudsman to the Supreme Court of Canada on Friday, making her the first Indigenous person poised to sit on the country's highest bench. Oban Savin comes to the court after spending 5 years as a judge at the Ontario Superior Court of Justice in Ottawa, where she was also the first Indigenous woman to hold that position. Before that, she spent 8 years serving as the Royal Ottawa Healthcare Group's General Counsel. She has also taught law at the University of Ottawa and earlier worked in legal services for the RCMP and Canada Post. Answering a question about the appropriate role of judge in constitutional democracy, Oban Savin wrote that judges must interpret the Constitution as a living document and demonstrate great skill in striking the delicate balance between the needs of the public and the rights of the individual. In a video posted to the University of Ottawa website, Oban Savin described wanting to become a lawyer as early as the age of 9 and pushing back when a high school guidance counselor said it might not be in the cards of someone from a small northern Ontario community. "Oh, this is what I'm going to do," she told him then. "Watch me." The Ontario Human Rights Commission (OHRC) is calling on the Doug Ford government to designate air conditioning as the vital service for tenants in the province. In a release issued Friday, the OHRC called for the implementation of a maximum provincial temperature and the ability to access air conditioning for all tenants under Residential Tenancy Act (RTA) regulations. Extreme heat caused by the climate change is killing people and will continue to get worse, the group said in their statement. A human rights-based approach to air conditioning cooling is required to make sure all Ontarians have accessible, adequate and safe housing. They've been resorting to taking cold showers, avoiding physical activity, keeping the blinds shut and blasting electric fans in an effort to keep cool with air conditioning. After tenants began installing their own air conditioning units, roughly 30 households in the Bulletin received N5 notices asking them to either vacate their apartments, pay a monthly fee to offset the higher hydro costs associated with running the units, or pay for hydro directly through submetering. A Milton man has been charged in connection with a collision in Mississauga last month that left another man dead. Peel Regional Police said 2 vehicles collided at the intersection of Derry Road and 9th Line on the evening of July 2nd. Police and paramedics arrived to find the occupants of one vehicle, a man and a woman both 20 years old, with serious injuries. The man was pronounced dead at the scene, while the woman was rushed to the Toronto hospital in serious condition. On Friday, police announced that 44-year-old Renzo Gomez had been arrested following an investigation. He has been charged with dangerous operation causing death, impaired operation causing death, dangerous operation causing bodily harm, and impaired operation causing bodily harm. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.